good, everybody? This is gonna be for May for Libra. This is gonna be for any messages that they want to give you for May, what you're going through, or any advice, right? I'm using starting with the Dark Goddess Oracle deck. So let's see. So any message for Libra from the Dark Goddess. Wow, that one semi jumped out. Let's see. Oof. That's too many. All right, Dark Goddess, just give me one. Okay, sounds good. Rest. Oh, maybe you need to rest. Maybe you need to rest, right? Look at like that's crazy. The Kailich, the Kailich. Well, let's read it. Why are they telling Libra to rest? Have you been? Oh wow, I almost poked my eye out. Maybe that's maybe you've been feeling clumsy, and it's because you need to rest. That's so funny. I almost poked my eye out. You need to rest so you don't poke your eye out. Meaning, give yourself permission to slow down. Now is the moment to rest and take time to reflect. The Kailich encourages you to embrace this moment of peace because rest has the power to not only restore your energy, but to heal your mind and body. Stress and overwork will eventually wear down even the most resilient person. Embrace tranquility and calm now so you can face the future with renewed focus and vigor. Wow. That's a good message. That's a great message because it's true. It doesn't matter how strong you think you are and blah blah blah. If you don't get the proper rest, yeah, if you don't get the proper rest, it's gonna wear you down eventually. So that's pretty it's interesting that they used um, that goddess for like that, right? Because even in the part she looks tired, right? No offense, so are we getting mad at me? I'm not the artist that did that, right? But okay. So anyways, make sure you get that rest, right? Okay, so any message for Libra? Why? Why? Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Bam. I mean, hey, it looks like you've been productive, but look at Nine of Wands. Perseverance. So you've been persevering through something. The sacral chakra. That's interesting. Fuerza. Yeah. So there's been a huge battle you've been going through, but it looks like you've gotten victory or you're about to get victory. Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. So you've been really going through something, but it looks like you came out victorious, whatever it was, right? Whatever it was, you came out on top or you're about to, right? What is this battle that, I guess if you don't mind us being nosy over here, or what is this battle that, well, obviously that's why you're watching this, right? What is this battle that Libra's been, oh, wow. Oh, man, there it is, right? Man, you dealt with something and it affected you, right? Oh, this is like whenever I see the sacral chakra, right? I always think of relationship stuff. So maybe you went through some kind. Hey, take it how it resonates, right? You could let me know in the comments. But if you were in a marriage, getting divorced, or a relationship that was just messy, right? Maybe there was property involved or different things, right? Fighting over a dog, right? Who keeps the dog or something? I mean, I'm joking, but hey, let me know if it resonates, right? So something was going on. Maybe with a Sagittarius, I don't know, but something got messy. Or Aquarius, right? There were lies. Seven of Swords. Wow. Someone, someone's, or you're in it right now, right? But at the end, it looks like you're gonna have victory at nine, right? Nine, it's gonna come to an end, right? Look at someone was there was some kind of deception, right? A frenemy, right? So it could have been maybe it was a friend, right? And somehow even that affected your sacral chakra, right? Uh, this thing even affected your creativity, everything, right? It was that taxing to be, or if you're still going through it, right? A frenemy secrets, right? There were secrets, traps, even. Nowadays it's really common to Like that always gets me. It trips me out, right? Like when everyone releases like, people that are dating or something are trying to, and then they'll be recording the other person. I've known even, like there could be friends that do that kind of stuff or all that stuff. That's what we live in nowadays, and I couldn't imagine that back in the days, right? People like that, right? Doing that kind of stuff. I get it if it's something like, people want to have proof for like big things, right? But I don't know, right? Like it's talking about that, like traps, right? Because that's like a trap, right? When you think about it, traps. Oh, reckless behavior. Oh yeah, stealing even with no conscience, right? That's pretty crazy. I don't know. I guess I don't know. Maybe you were dealing with Sagittarius or Aquarius, or it happened in Aquarius season, happened Sagittarius season. Let me know what resonates. But all right. Anything else we need to know about this past situation? I mean, it looks like you're gonna have a victory. So, okay, what's the advice moving forward then? We know something happened, right? So, what's the advice going forward for Libra? What do they need to know about the situation? It looks like they're having victory. So, what else do they need to know about this situation? Okay, if you want. Oh, wow, wow. The Wheel of Fortune. That is crazy. So, it's coming to an end, just like it said, the nine, right? Solar plexus again. Wow, there's two maybes. That's pretty interesting. Maybes, right? So maybe it's a choice. Wow. Or to know it's a choice, right? If someone did you dirty, they did it by choice, right? Nothing about whatever they might say, it's nothing like that, right? But the Wheel of Fortune, and still it's a choice. I think it's gonna be open and you're gonna see, but you're gonna have to choose to walk in that direction, right? Change, evolution, success, good fortune, destiny, happiness, abundance, new circumstances, growth, right? This is all if you want it to be a number 10, right? Like a new beginning, the Wheel of Fortune, the completion. So, oof, all right, look at that. So maybe it's gonna be financially, right? Maybe it's look at power, Four of Pentacles. Throat, you have to speak though. There's something, right? You have to speak up. If it's about a job, maybe you want a promotion, but you gotta speak, all this stuff, right? It looks like things are turning in your favor, so you just have to, in a way, not that you have to manifest it, but yeah, in a way. But with the action, of course. I mean, it's happening regardless, right? Well, it says maybe, so I won't say regardless. You have a choice right now, all right? To be stable, yeah. But it says past asuntos pasados. That's things from the past. So there's something, right? I guess that's what you're going through. There's still like something going on, or something from the past is gonna resolve itself. That's gonna lead you. Maybe all that because of what happened. You buried yourself in work or something, right? Like if it was oh wow, look at the heart, right? Aquarius again. How interesting. That's something that happened. Wow, it looks like that, right? Like a battle, right? Like there was a battle over like your heart. It affected you, right? Something, but I don't know. Well, this talks about seizing the opportunity, right? Having courage. Yeah, someone that's I don't know if this is a new person and they're gonna help or they're trying to come back and maybe yeah, maybe this is this person, right? Now they're trying to come back and fight for your heart. Let's see, let's clarify this. Knight of Swords, right? Okay. I don't know, I felt like sneezing all of a sudden, so I don't know what that's about. Oof. I feel like this is your energy, right? After all this battle, like you're gonna be sitting like the Empress, right? You're gonna be in your like, even whatever, if male or female, right? Like you're gonna be in that receptive feminine, like not feminine, but the Empress, right? It is feminine energy, right? Feminine, beauty, sensuality, talks about, wedding, abundance, getting pregnant, but like, okay, something right here was different. What was that about? Sacral and sacral, right? It's the sacral again. I don't know. I felt something. So something affected your, or it's gonna be a good thing for your sacral energy, right? There's gonna be something there that you're in a receptive energy, right? So I think it's like, oh, well, the wheel of fortune, duh, that makes sense. Okay. So the wheel of fortune, right? And once you accept whatever path you walk, it's like you're just sitting there receiving, right? You know? Maybe even that, someone trying to rush in and you're like, like it's almost like the ball's gonna be in your court now, right? If you choose to, but maybe you're not gonna entertain this thing from the past, right? This knight of swords, or you know. Let me see. All right, that's Taurus, so maybe it's happening now, right? Obviously, I'm doing it for May. We're in Taurus season right now, so this is something that you're going through right now. You're about to go through, happening in May, right? You're gonna be basically like sitting pretty, right? That's what it's about. Sitting pretty on your throne, and it's like the ball is in your court. It's almost like a off with their head, or just like, next or something, right? Oof. Wow. See, exactly. You might have, suitors like, right, like the knight rushing in, the page, right? Root chakra. I don't know. Or this is gonna be like new ideas you have, right? Like something's starting new, right? Obviously, right? The wheel of fortune, then something new. So whether it's a relationship, new suitors, or ideas you're having, whoa, that one flipped right over. Barely even touched it. Ah, see, wow. It looks like you're gonna be having different opportunities, right? Emotional opportunities, financial opportunities, right? So just make sure you ground yourself, intuitive and intellectual. There's gonna be ideas flowing. So right now, after this wheel of fortune, or as it's turning, you're gonna start having all these ideas, right? So whether it's suitors, right, you're gonna have prospects, or whether it's ideas that can lead to something, right? That can lead you to be abundant. Or any final advice for Libra? Oh shoot. Okay. Just don't have so many choices that you start getting confused, right? Don't get up in your head. Fantasy, right? Multiple possibilities, opportunities. You have to choose. So don't start thinking about cups from the past that maybe, right? It'll affect your solar plexus, right? You'll start getting confused. And so I think that's the advice, right? So you're in a receptive energy anyways, right? So I think it's gonna come to you, right? It's gonna come to you. And as you're getting these ideas, maybe start journaling, right? Write them down, start writing down the ideas you have. Um, but the universe is speaking to you right now. So I think, yeah, just be in that receptive energy. As So maybe that, right? You're gonna be like pregnant with ideas, all these ideas, but don't get confused about them, right? Maybe make a journal with pros and cons of whatever's coming to you, even if it's suitors, right? If it's suitors and pros and cons, start seeing what you really want. Trust your intuition, things not to be like in that way, right? I think Libras are like that anyways, right? Like you will see the, like, but don't also, right? Don't just like not just what benefits you materially, right? Well, material, like in a materialistic way, but also what, like, like emotional and intellectual, right? So I don't know. I don't want to confuse you more, right? So I don't want to be this card for you. So um yeah, right. Maybe that's gonna be a good way, right? To do the pros and cons and really weigh out your options once you start having those options, right? Okay. Let me know if it resonates. Give it a thumbs up, all that good stuff. All right, peace.